now we start the shovel.
Cruising down my driveway here. I just spent the best part of the last 2 days clearing snow off it and the rest of my yard. Spent some time with the snowblower, the front end loader, and the dozer blade. The snow had drifted in really hard from the high winds and cold temperatures, and I had it in pretty good shape by 5 o'clock yesterday. So in view of the forecast of freezing rain tomorrow, I thought get to town before the roads got real slippery. So unfortunately the wind got up overnight really strong, and the temperature came up too. The strong wind started the snow drifting. It was drifting, I would guess, all through the early morning, probably till noon and a little after. So by afternoon, when I started heading out for town, I found my driveway had some really bad drifts on it, and I had to get out and shovel all 4 wheels. Luckily I wasn't high centered, but the snow was just hard enough that it would support the weight of the vehicle until your wheels start to spin a little, and then it would drop down and you're basically sitting in 4 holes. So I did a little shoveling, got rolling, made my way out onto the main road, which was basically pretty good. A few drifts starting to sneak onto it in places. So I get to the highway, and what do I find but a mess of slushy melting snow, and probably a little bit of road salt in there too. So I figured there was nothing I really needed that badly, that I was going to drive through that mess the rest of the way to town. And the back roads are blown in to the point that you just can't drive on them anymore. So anyway, I never got to town today. So one of these days, anyway, catch you later. Right about this spot here is always the worst location on the whole driveway for catching snow from the northwest. So I made some pretty crooked tracks coming through there on the way out, and it was a bit of a challenge to try and get back into the ruts coming back in, but it sort of threw me around from side to side, but I made it back in with no problem. Anyway, there's some work for the snowblower there next time.
Well, there you go. Safely back home again. I never did get to town. When I got to the highway, it was covered in wet, melting snow and slush, and probably salt too, so I decided it wasn't worth driving through that stuff, so turn around, come right back. Probably just as well. It's still drifting pretty bad out there in the open, and my tracks were starting to catch snow that I made digging my way out of here. Made a pretty crooked track to follow, but here we are.